Hey everybody, and I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I hope the stimulus update will be able to get you over the hump as we are on Wednesday. What's going on in the world? We've got all kinds of stuff happening. Got some really good news to cover today. A couple of checks are dropping. We're going to cover those in detail. A $500 check and a $452 check. So we're going to cover a lot in this video. So what's going on in the world right now? So what is going on? Well, first off, we've got a little bit just to bring you up to speed. In the fight against the Omicron, scientists see a glimmer of hope. We've also saw that is reflecting around the country as we move forward with this new variant that was fastly, like I covered yesterday, spreading. But now it looks like it's not as bad as people thought it would be. Of course, we've got Republicans who are threatening to shut down the government over the vaccine mandate. They want to force the House pleadings with the Senate Republicans to use the procedural leverage to delay government funding in a war against Biden's mandate. So since they can't be heard and they don't count on bills, since we've got just the Democrats running Washington, I guess they're like, okay, we'll be heard by shutting down the government. And of course, workers are quitting in droves as many people are deciding to start their own business. They're seeing an increase, that's from the Wall Street Journal, increase in people applying for business licenses. Also, the stock market, it's basically rebounded after a sell-off yesterday. I was covering that about how it was all red yesterday, and now just, Omicron's not that bad. So boom, everything is up. 1.4% for the S&P. Dow is up almost 1%. It's almost recovered all of its losses from yesterday. So very good news as far as things going on in that regard. Horrible news in obviously Michigan. That's just absolutely horrible. But a lot going on. So let's cover stimulus. In the new city, new checks. Are you one of them? You're going to hear about it in this stimulus update. If you're a resident in this city, you're going to get a guaranteed $500. Guaranteed $500. So you might be getting $500. I hope it is you. I hope you're in this city. If you don't live in this city, you still want to stick around because I've got more for you. I'm going to be covering more for you so that you don't feel left out. Find out which city that is, which state announced it's giving out $452, a total of $1.4 million, and how one state is giving away $46 million to a group of people. States have lots of money. Remember, $350 billion, and they're going to be dropping hopefully in a city near you or a state near you. Hey everybody, it's Andrew Cartwright. It is hump day. It's Wednesday, and we are over the hump. Here's your daily stimulus check, second stimulus check, third stimulus check. Of course, your fourth stimulus check. For some people, you've gotten your fifth and also sixth stimulus check, which I've covered here. Many of you will be getting more checks. It's Wednesday, December 1st, 2021. My goal is always to give you the best information to access government and private money for yourself, loved ones, and your business, because businesses, we count on them to provide the jobs and hopefully to pay maybe taxes very soon. So stay tuned to the channel for personal finance, real estate, stock market, crypto, credit, and other investments to generate income, save you money. Make sure you stick around. Check out my real estate program. It's only $99. It's a $10,000 course. I spent $45 million putting all the work in to figure it out, make the mistakes so you don't have to. When to buy, how to buy, market cycles, even how to get a loan without even using your own credit, and no recourse to you. So make sure you check out the program. 2 videos are free. It's in the description. Check it out. It's well worth it. It's a steal. It's ridiculous. But first, let's get into this. The great city of St. Louis is giving away $500 direct cash payments under the city's American Rescue Plan Act funds. And here are the eligibility requirements. It sounds like I'm getting ready for a game show, right? You have to live in the city of St. Louis and confirm that you live there by checking your address on the city website. So you can't just move there to get $500 and then move out, like take a trip and say, hey, I live here. Can't do it. You have to earn 80% of the area median income, and you must have lost income due to the virus. That means cut hours, job loss, funeral expenses, or treatment costs if you had to go to the hospital. So lots of different ways that you can get the money. A total of $9,300 cash payments are going out. So apply as soon as possible or as soon as you can. Also tell your local representatives, hey, they're putting out checks. You should too. I know you got money. I know you got the money. So they do. The first day to apply is December 18th, just 17 days away. And you can apply on the city's website when the portal opens there. So if you know anybody in St. Louis, you might want to send them this video. Or you can always do an in-person application when the date rolls around. Hopefully there's not some new virus variant where they shut things down for some reason and then reopen them a day later. So mark the date on your calendar. If you live in St. Louis, congratulations. I got more coming. Also, make sure you drop a comment, subscribe if you like the content, and throw a like there. The like button is so important on YouTube. I can't express it enough. It's like, please like me. No, if you like the content, just throw a like in there. I'm giving away $2,000 to somebody in the comments, a random comment when we hit 200,000 subscribers. It's just been a goal of the channel. Lots of people have been rooting on to get to that 200,000. We're so close. So I want to give away the $2,000 to somebody. So make sure you throw a comment in there, subscribe, like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button twice. Meanwhile, the state of New Mexico is also giving away money to its residents to tune of $452. More than 3,000 low-income New Mexico households will get that one-time payment under the initiative that's administered by the New Mexico Human Service Department. Yes, the HSD, and the Taxation and Revenue Department. Interesting. All these taxation places giving away money. So odd, right? When most of them just always have been like the Franchise Tax Board in California that's given away those golden stimulus checks of $1,100, the two of them, $600 and $500. The funding for this effort was made possible to an initiative of $5 million appropriations from the New Mexico legislation. Remember, tell your local people to get with it. The one-time payment is for low-income state residents who did not receive the federal pandemic stimulus check. So if you've been left out and you didn't get your money, this is probably the chance to go ahead and get it if you're in New Mexico. An initial round of payments was issued earlier this year in July 2021, and now more is coming. So we're going to see more checks. And they got every state's got to get rid of these $350 billion worth of money somewhere. Hopefully it'll be you. Human Services Secretary David Scousi, MD, said, quote, "We are grateful to New Mexico legislation for the opportunity and funding to provide more cash assistance to needy New Mexico families. We know that many families are still struggling to meet these basic needs, and assistance will help them this holiday season," end quote. Very well said. In order to qualify, obviously you have to be a resident of New Mexico. Can't, go to St. Louis, say you're from there, get $500, then go to New Mexico and say you're from there and get $400. That would be an interesting trip. That'd be a $952 trip. I think the cost to go to those places would probably outweigh that, but hey, somebody will probably do it. Individual tax identification numbers or driver's license numbers. I think anything's possible these days. The $452 per household assistance will be allocated to 3,286 low-income New Mexican families. So, who did not receive the federal pandemic stimulus payment? No word yet? Or when these families will get their money? Well, finally, we got to talk about the state, the great state. The Ohio State University is distributing a solid $46 million in federal assistance for students. This is great news. I think learning is awesome. I study every single day, as you probably know. President Kristen Johnson said, quote, "We know that the pandemic continues to take financial toll on individuals and families across the university and across the community, of course, and we are deeply committed to doing what we can to ensure that these difficulties do not derail our students from achieving their academic goals," which we'd hate to stunt the possible growth of a mind that is trying to get ahead. We're grateful that our federal partners have continued to prioritize relief for students so that Ohio State can get offered this important monetary support that academic year. This is fantastic. I like to see canceled debt, and we need to retool. We need so much more funding going to helping people. I'm working on opening up, not only, as many people know, a music studio here in town, but in addition, a full equipped studio for media production, both post and music. The latest grant from the funding through a $57.8 million that Ohio received for emergency student aid from the American Rescue Plan. The funds distributed this week are based on financial needs according to the Department of Education and Guidance. Isn't it crazy? It's like, it isn't like years before we see anything. It's like, oh yeah, we're putting out this money this week. Yeah, we are. No problem. Students can use the money for any cost of attendance or emergency costs that arose due to the coronavirus, such as tuition, food, or housing, health care, including mental health care if they've been stressed, or child care if, in addition to trying to learn, they have a kid. This is what people need: more financial aid for education. College students especially are in need of money because, let's face it, They're swamped, right? They got so much to do, and they probably need the cash. So this is fantastic news. We got great stuff for Ohio, great stuff for New Mexico, great stuff for what's happening in St. Louis. We've got every city and state in the country that can do this for you. California is obviously doing it. We've got a market that's up today, a virus that is somewhat subsided, a tragedy, obviously, in Michigan. That's horrible to hear about what's happening there. And Republicans that want to shut down the government. That's just crazy. Although, do we save the money if they're not actually working? Because I think they still charge us. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, you could win $2,000 with that comment. That's your stimulus check, second stimulus check, fourth stimulus check, executive action, and stimulus package update for Tuesday, November 30th, December 1st, 2021. I'm like thinking backwards. Thank you for tuning in and for sticking around. Let me know. Leave a comment. Tell me, what are you going to do in December? Are you all prepped up for the holidays? I haven't gotten a tree yet. Have you gotten a tree yet? I haven't gotten mine. I feel like I need to. I was thinking, do I get a fake one? Do I get a real one? Let me know in the comments. Obviously, you got to hear, say, get a real one or get a fake one. And I'll know that you watched to the end because you guys are my favorite. I look for those comments, by the way. So anytime you say, get the real one, and then you say something, I know you came here and I know that you're my favorite. So anyway, I'll see you in the comments. Love you.